Hello everyone, and welcome to my second full-length video for the Gentleman Reviewer. This is a channel where I really hope to review a variety of items that just make your day a little bit easier, find some things that you might enjoy and you didn't know about, and just, find a way that you guys can see about the quality or the value of an item without having to go out and spend a bunch of money yourselves and, get a bus, get a lemon, and get something that you really don't enjoy. So I don't know about the rest of you guys who are watching, but here in Colorado, it's snowing. If you enjoy the snow, great. I'm not a huge fan of it just because it gets wet and really, really cold. But on a really, really cold day, and a day where it's snowing and just kind of blah out, or if you like it, just yay out. There's nothing better than a good cup of tea, a nice hot cup of tea. And this is a Romaunt twist valve tea infuser that I got a little over a month ago and I've used almost daily since I got it. But I wanted to go over some of the things that I liked and some of the things that I didn't like about it, so that way you can make an informed decision about if it's something that you want to buy. This is something that I really didn't find a lot of information on, except for on Amazon. There's almost, as far as I can find, there's no video reviews about it, there's no written reviews. I plan on doing both. I don't have anything written yet for the written part, but I should have that done later today. I'll probably work on that while this video is uploading to YouTube. But yeah, back to the product. There's nothing better than tea. It calms you down, it gives you energy. It's just like a nice, even, slow energy, whereas coffee is just like, bam, here's a bunch of energy. And there's tons of variety of tea that you can throw into this thing. So let's dive in so that way you can see what it actually is. So the main compartment, or sorry, not the main compartment, but the tea compartment is here down in the bottom, and I'll get to some of the benefits of that here in a minute. But as you can see, this is the what holds the tea. It's a good size, so if you're steeping and re-steeping through the day, it's going to hold more than enough tea for you to be able to do that. I haven't had any problems with it so far, not holding enough tea, or tea wears out after a little while, just naturally. But yeah, it's something that I've never had a problem with. So you throw the tea in there, seal it right up, and then you flip it over and you get to the top part. So this is the part that you actually drink out of. This has a flow limiter, so that way it's not like you don't have hot tea attacking your face every time that you're pouring it out, or you don't have to drink it out of a cup. You can drink it out of here. If you have a little teacup that you want to use, you just throw the limiter out and you don't really need it. So the thing that makes this tea infuser different than some of the other ones that I've seen is this valve here on the bottom. Let's see if you guys can get a good view of that. I really hope it's focusing for you. But as you can see, there's 3 holes down there that right now are in the open position. So if I were to pour water in here, it would get down into the tea. So it does have a max fill line, and I'll explain why you don't really want to fill too much over that when you're just steeping the tea for your first time of the day. So I found that if I pour water in here and tap it down a little bit just to get the air bubbles out from in between the tea, pour a little bit more water in there till it's at or a little above the max tea line. So then you'll throw your flow limiter in if you're using that, seal it up, and just let the tea steep. As most, if not all of you tea drinkers know, if you let hot water sit on tea, especially like green or white tea, for too long, it's going to get burnt and it's going to taste a little bitter. Your tea is ruined for the next time around, especially if you're re-infusing the tea into like a second load of water. And that's just not enjoyable. You want to enjoy your cup of tea the first time, and you want to be able to keep enjoying it if you like reusing the tea leaves. So when it's done steeping, I've actually found that just tipping it upside down just to let the water kind of flow through works the best as far as getting the most flavor out of the tea that I can. But when you're done with the steeping, after a couple minutes, you'll flip it upside down, and then you can actually seal this part off. Let me open it up. And again, I hope it's focusing for you. But you can see in there that now there's 6 little circles, and that means that it's sealed. So water is not going to be able to get from the main compartment down to the tea leaves again. So that means you just have a cup of tea. Your tea leaves aren't steeping anymore. They're not burning. Your tea's not getting bitter. And that's the main benefit to something like this is you're not, yeah, you've got tea that will last. So that's the main thing that I like about it. Some of the other things I like about it is it's very portable. So it's got this, I don't know, carrying case. Not really carrying because it doesn't have a lanyard. It has a little loop for a carabiner that I hook onto my backpack and then throw this in one of the water bottle compartments. But it fits in there nice and snug, no problem. I mean, it's made for it, so of course it's snug. This does help a little bit with insulation because I've found that the tea tumbler does not have very much insulation to it, and it actually lets the water get kind of cold fairly quickly, which can be a benefit because then you can drink the tea faster, or you can enjoy it much more sooner. And it's just, yeah, so that can be a pro and a con. I mean, if I make it before I go to work, by the time I get to work, it's like a 30 to 45 minute drive depending on traffic. It's already too cold. I mean, it's still good, but it's just cold and it's not warm. It's got a slight temperature to it, but not much at all. Let's see. So it's also double layered, which is weird that it doesn't hold on to heat very well. Some people on Amazon, since that's the only place I could really find reviews on this item, have shown pictures where there's condensation in between the two layers, meaning that the seal isn't very good. I haven't had any problems with that at all. I mean, some products are better than others. Some people just get lemons. It just doesn't work out too well. Let's see, some of the other things that I enjoyed about it. Yeah, that was about it. So let's go over to the things that I really didn't like too much about it. Oh, sorry, I thought I had a couple more things that I wanted to cover that I liked about it. Unfortunately, I do have a lot more cons than I do pros that I enjoy about it, or pros for this item. The main thing is it cools off quickly. That's, like I said, it can be a pro and a con. For when I'm driving to work, it's not very good. The biggest turnoff of this item is it's expensive. So this thing runs about $40 right now on Amazon. I did find the pink one for, I think it was $28, and I think it was on Sears. And, you know, I'm not a fan of pink, but hey, if you like pink, you can save about 12 bucks and put that towards some good tea for it. But that's going to be the biggest turnoff to this item. Like I said, it doesn't hold on to heat very well, which means that this gets hot because the heat's got to go somewhere, right? So I've never had it get too hot to where I couldn't hold it, but this metal bar, I don't know what it's called, gets pretty warm. It's nice when it's cold and you can just keep your hands warm. But yeah, it does get pretty hot. One of the people on Amazon said it actually burned them. I haven't had that experience, but secondly, or another thing is that the lids are just cheap injection molded plastic, or they're probably injection molded. So if you ever drop it and it lands on the lid, it's probably gonna break. This is also ABS plastic, so not ABS, it's BPA free. I can't find words today, I apologize. So it's not very durable, and I tend to break my items really easily, so I'm really hoping that I don't break this because I do enjoy it. I do get some floaties in here, so even though the holes in the steeper are very, very small, tea leaves, little ones, still find a way to get into the main compartment. Don't know how. The seal on this part probably isn't very good in between the steeper and the plastic lid, but no idea. Another thing that tends to happen is in between these two areas, like in the actual mug, the water tends to seep through into the area between it, and that's nearly impossible to dry. If you're a neat freak, it's probably going to be just like mind-bogglingly frustrating that you can't get in there to clean it. But I'm not a neat freak. It doesn't really bother me. I don't like the floaties more. I don't know why. I just don't like the floaties in my tea. But that kind of covers it as far as the pros and cons of this item. Overall, it's something that I really enjoy. I use it quite a bit. Like I said, I've used it almost daily. I take it a lot to work and use it in my office, where we only have one temperature for the water that we get, which is hot, at least as far as what comes out of the coffee machine if you're just getting water. So it's nice to be able to turn it off where I'm not drinking bitter tea all the time, because as many of you know, that's not very enjoyable. So again, I hope you guys liked my review. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, so that way you can see some of the other things that I'm working on. As you've already seen if you've watched any of my other videos, I don't just stick to one topic. I cover a variety of things that I enjoy. Like 2 weeks ago, I did the Lamy Safari review. And I have a couple other pens that I'd like to review, a couple bags, a couple more things related to tea. So, and then just a variety of other things. So stick around. If you like it, please like and subscribe on other social media platforms. I'll have some information below in the description for my other platforms that I use to get this out to the world. But yeah, I think that wraps it up. Again, I'm Evan from the Gentleman Reviewer, and I really can't find words today. But this is my third take, and I really don't want to record again. So I hope you all have a great work week, since it's Sunday, and most of us will start work tomorrow, like I do. So I'll be enjoying tea out of this guy. Again, that's all for now. See you next time.